Hello, FlossTube, and welcome to the farm. It's Wednesday. It's a new week. It's a new vlog week. And I still don't know what I'm doing. It's Wednesday. It's a new vlog week. So, welcome back if you are a subscriber. Welcome if you're a returning subscriber. Welcome if you are new. Please stick around, I promise. I am as crazy as I seem. So, have you ever bought something? I know you bought something and forgot you had it, right? I shall not embarrass myself by telling you how long I have had this. But some of you may know. I completely forgot that I bought this pattern off of Etsy. It is called the Pocket Watch Pixie. It is by a designer, Kate Frederick. It is it's big. It's big. It's 150 stitches wide by 260 tall. And I know it's not the best picture, but I've seen it stitched, and that's actually why I bought it. It is gorgeous. I am not going to stitch it in this colorway. I have an idea in my head of what I want to do. But I'm not going to start it yet. Because I'm not going to start it yet because number one, I gotta pick out the threads, make sure it works the way I want, which could be a little bit more complicated than I would like it to be. I do a little bit of research, but I think I'm going to make this a little more unique. And I have to buy the accoutrements because this is charms. So this is all like buttons and charms. So is this, and so is this, and so is this. Those aren't stitched. They're not stitched. So I'm going to have to get all the little extras. And actually, I think this might be cording too. I don't remember, and I don't have the chart handy. I just printed out the first page to show you. So I have to get all the little extras. I have to plan it out. I forgot I had it. I gotta tell you when I bought it. It's one of those moments. If my color planning works on it, as soon as I kind of get started, I'll let you know. I'm currently trying to upload today's video that's supposed to get posted today because my computer had a complete and utter brain fart yesterday at like 9 o'clock at night. Didn't want to render the video. I moved it, and then I went to rename it, and then it was gone. And I was like, son of a... So I re-rendered it overnight, because it wanted to take forever, and thought, well, I'll just try to upload it this morning. Yeah, my computer didn't want to upload this morning. I was supposed to print off stuff for PSR, because PSR starts tonight, which is church school. And that didn't happen. So my kids don't have their name tag seats. I'm a bad teacher. I'm going to put it on a card. Put it in front of their seats. So that they know. But anyways. So, I bought a couple things yesterday. I feel like I'm always buying stuff. And I don't try not to spend that much money. They're just patterns off Etsy, which is what led me to my embarrassing discovery. Gotta get it. Alright, so the first thing I bought is Mr. and Mrs. Delicious by Lindy Stitches. Michelle G. Bendy showed these, I think it was last week's video. Well, now it's been 2 weeks. Last week from, when I'm actually filming. 2 weeks ago video. We'll say that for sake of you're going to watch it in a week. She showed these. She was stitching them. She stitched up Mrs. Delicious. She got Mrs. Delicious done last night. And then, the designer, and it doesn't have her actual name on here. The gal that designs for Liddy Stitches, I want to say her name's Lindsay. She has a YouTube channel. She's adorable. She was showing this off in one of her latest video. I think it's her latest video. And I was like, those are really cute. I may have to pick those up. I may have to get those and stitch those. Because, hello, turkeys, Mr. and Mrs. Delicious. That's got me written all over it. And then Bendy finished Mrs. Delicious last night, and I was like, okay, we're getting it. It is charted in gas and weeks. I am not doing it in all gas and weeks. Some of them I'm going to probably do the DMC, because she does have the DMC conversions on here. Some of them I'm going to do the DMC conversions. Just for the sake of, I don't have a whole lot of overdyes, and, overdyes are $2.50 a skein. They're $2.50, they're a little, although DMC is kind of pricey too lately. Just saying. And man, there was some controversy yesterday. Stitch Mania was all a buzz because apparently 123 Stitch will not ship DMC to, they will only ship DMC to US addresses. And there were some conversations as to why. I know what I was told about Flosses as far as DMC, Anchor, Sullivan's, the big names. The overdyes are different. But anyways, we're not going to get into that. But there was this conversation about why it's, and a couple of theories about. But as I was thinking about it, I realized Stamp It Up only allows you to buy from demonstrators in your own country. So as a U.S. citizen, as a U.S. resident, I can only buy from U.S. demonstrators. I can't buy from Canadian demonstrators. I can't buy from UK demonstrators. If I lived in Canada, I can only buy from a Canadian demonstrator. If I lived in the UK or I think the UK and EU, you can buy from any UK EU demonstrator. And Australian, you can only buy from Australian demonstrators. Now, the rest of the world where they don't have a whole lot of demonstrators, I don't know how that works, but they keep it in the country. And a Canadian demonstrator that I know, that I follow, that has kind of explained it, said this whole little story, and we've gone off on a squirrel trail. We've squirreled. Explained it to me that Stamp It Up likes to, it's got stuff to, it's exchange rate and distribution, where it ships, where it ships from, and the exchange rate. So I'm thinking that has a lot to do with DMC's reasoning for saying U.S. distributors cannot sell outside of the U.S. There are also different laws as far as dyes. There are certain dye chemicals used in dyes that are outlawed in the UK that are allowable in the US. I know a handful of years ago, DMC changed up a lot of their color, took out quite a few numbers, color numbers, because those dyes that were outlawed in the EU were what gave that subtle distinction between two shades. So that subtle distinction was no more, and it was like they just combined some shades. So, you know, and we all know DMC is cheaper in the US. Now they are raising prices. They did not raise prices on September 10th like everybody thought they were. But I anticipate within the next 5 years, DMC is going to cost the same here in the US as it does elsewhere in the world. I think DMC is probably going to have to get on that bandwagon. And I really do think that has a lot to do too with why you can only buy DMC, why you can't buy DMC if you are outside of the US from a US distributor. Because you could probably get a heck of a deal. But anyways, my little rambly rant. So my plan is to buy some of the main colors, like the main colors in the turkeys and maybe the pumpkin. I'm going to do those in the fancy flosses. But the others, depending on how variegated they are, excuse me, I'm going to take this with me to when I go to Just Stitching. Because that's one thing, unless I have bought it from Just Stitching, I probably won't order online and to be honest, Shelly's prices are just as good as 1, 2, 3 Stitch. I mean, I know what I was charged for my other ones, so I'm gonna mix it a little bit. So, bought that last night, and there's a stitch along that starts October 1st with this. I will link Liddy Stitches below, her Etsy shop. I will link that below. I will also include a stitch along hashtag for this, and I will probably figure out when it starts tomorrow. I think it's October 1st, and I'll let you guys know tomorrow. Okay, I also bought Peace on Earth. Ooh, almost flashed the pattern. Peace on Earth. Now, when you buy the PDF off of Etsy, you get the neutral colorways and the blue colorway. From what I'm gathering, just looking at the picture and the floss choices, this one might be a little bit of a richer palette, darker palette. But I could be wrong. I'm going to dye my own fabric anyway. It's probably going to be a bluish gray color like this. Gray seems to be my go-to neutral. That just seems to be where I'm drifting for a neutral lately. I don't know why. I don't know how long it's going to last. And a little hint of blue seems to go a long ways. But, again, I'm going to play with some threads I have. Because, you know, reds, greens, whites. There's some tan in here. From 'Tis the Season. I know I'm going to have extra floss because Nancy sold us 20 yard skeins of floss. It's not going to take me all 20 yards. So, I'm not going to start Peace on Earth until after I finish 'Tis the Season. Anyways. So, because I really only want one big Christmas thing and like the little ornaments going at a time. I don't want a whole bunch of Christmas. I don't want a whole bunch of holiday going. I'm generally not a holiday stitcher, so if I don't have something done by October 1st for the turkey sale, and I think it's just anything turkey, I'm just going to throw it into my rotation, which I'm going to change up my kind of crafty notebook so that I can put movable pages and I can put more than just the cross stitch in there. But I'm going to play with the overdyes I have from 'Tis the Season. And then look at what else I've got, what else it calls for, because this is charted in all gassed. Yes, this is charged in all gas. Gentle Arts sampler thread. Gas. So, I'm going to take a look at what I got. And I'm going to compare it to what's called for. And we're going to go from there. Again. Also, of thoughts. As I was saying gas and realizing there are probably people out there who don't know what that is. I had this thought. Now, let me preface this a little bit. I've been on my little warpath lately because this is a hobby. This is a hobby. Cross stitching is a hobby. I appreciate all of the work designers do into making beautiful patterns for us. You know, I love overdyed threads. I appreciate all of the overdyed thread people. I love overdyed threads. I really am falling in love with overdyed threads. You know, at first I was like, I need to use up my DMC. Nope. I'm just going to go with it because, you know, there are patterns that don't call for overdyed threads. And I appreciate everything everybody does so that I can do my hobby. You know. What I don't appreciate as far as this hobby is concerned are the people who think that their way is the only way. And it's not like terribly bad. In most groups I see a post of, hey, how would you do X? And the responses are, well, this is how I do it. This is how I do it. Or, you know, somebody says, this is how I do it. Another person says, I do it this way. A third person might have a different reason. Different thing. And then you might have some people who are like, well, I do it like the first person. I do it maybe a combination between 1 and 2. You know, sometimes I do 1, sometimes I do 3. You know, this is what works for me. Most people generally are kind of like, well, this is what works for me. But you got to do what's going to work for you. But I have seen a few people who have gone on to post saying, hey, what do you think? And their response is basically, this is how you do it. This is the only way you do it. And if you do it any other way, you are wrong. I have also seen posts by people that suggest that unless you do it their way, you are wrong. And I believe several weeks ago in a video I addressed this, that this is my hobby, I'm going to do it how I do it. I have been cross-stitching for 24 years. I don't want to say I resist change. I have a very hard time with change. I have had a hard time with change all of my life. There are times where somebody has said, you know, if you do something this way, it's easier. I have tried it. And while it may be easier, I can't get it in my brain to do it that way. I will say that since starting to work with overdyed threads, the English method of cross-stitching has been, it is what I do now, as opposed to the Dutch method. Because it's generally agreed upon that you do the English method when you work with overdyes. I was thinking about that yesterday as I was talking to somebody else. I was talking to somebody on a group about English and Dutch version, and I realized there are probably people who are reading our comments who have no idea what that is. So I was thinking, I don't want to come across as a know-it-all, because believe you me, even though I have been cross-stitching for 24 years, I don't know everything. I literally just discovered the beauty of overdyed threads this year. I, just found some of these smaller designers that make really cute smalls where I don't have to spend all of this, because we all know my stitching time is limited. I don't have to spend a ton of time doing things, stitching things. So, my thought yesterday, while I was discussing English versus Dutch with someone, was, what if I did, and I know that there are people who have already done these. What if I did, you know, short little videos, maybe 15, 20 minutes, talking about different things that are associated with cross stitch, such as one video would be English versus Dutch cross stitching, and you know, I would throw in a few graphics, and kind of talk about, you know, now this is all things that I know about. So English versus Dutch cross stitching, abbreviations. I mean, you can make 2 videos out of it. You can make like an hour video out of that, because there's a lot. And there are abbreviations that I don't even know about. You know, my thoughts and opinions on the different types of frames, scrolls, hoops, Q-snaps. What I want to know is what you guys think. And I know I don't have a big subscribership. I do know that there are enough of you that watch my videos. I know I have a lot of lurkers who watch but don't comment. I'm wondering what you guys think. Do you guys think that would be beneficial, or are there enough of those out there? What do you guys think? You let me know. I would appreciate it if you let me know in the comments below, or just shoot me a message on Facebook or Insta. You know. I may actually add my email address. I'm still undecided about adding my email address that is associated with YouTube. I have a different email address associated with YouTube than I do personal. And to be honest, I may start using one for junk versus the other for junk, because I'm getting a lot of junk now. But, you know, shoot me a message however I leave to get a hold of you, or, you know, for you to get a hold of me, and tell me what you think. Let me know. Because if people are thinking it's just not necessary, I won't do it, because I don't want to waste anybody's time, especially mine. And I don't want to come across as a know-it-all, because there are plenty of things that I don't know about. And if you do want me to do this, suggest a few things you want me to talk about. I have a few ideas, like, you know, cross-stitch abbreviations and English versus Dutch method, you know. See previous references. But let me know. I'm trying not to make this video an hour and 45 minutes, like the one you watched last week was. I make no promises. I seem to get a little bit longer in the log ones. So, yesterday was 'Tis the Season stitching on my random number generator, which, by the way, I am really enjoying. And it's been vastly fantastic because I don't have a lot of projects. There's a high, you know, it's not like I go a long time between projects, but I get to work on just about everything once a week. Now, like this past week, I didn't work on Cinderella. And I think if I don't pull her at all this week, this week, I'm gonna probably pick a day to work on her a little bit, because I feel like she's neglected. But last night was 'Tis the Season. I have it in the right orientation. I got embarrassingly little done. So, when you guys saw it last, I had half a leaf done up here. So I got the other half of the leaf done in these 2 berries, and that was it. I had to work a lot on the soap that I'm taking with me to the retreat, making sure everything's labeled right. And that took up the greater part of my afternoon. We sat down, we had dinner. I was watching the baseball game, I was cross-stitching. I was watching the baseball game, cross-stitching, and watching FlossTube. I multitasked. Generally, because when I watch baseball, it's kind of like background noise, because baseball on TV doesn't get real interesting until the 8th or the 9th inning. Sorry, team. It's just how it is. And I think I just stuck this on here too tight. My husband's going to yell at me next time I have to move it. Anyways. So I kind of tend to watch FlossTube until closer to the end of the game. And just kind of glance at the game in between FlossTube episodes. But anyways. My parents stopped by and they were over for like 15-20 minutes. I don't even know why they stopped. And I've got to wrap this up because it's 2:15 and I got to get going. I've got errands to run before I go to church. So I didn't get a whole lot done. I will random number generate for tonight's project. Hopefully I have some time to cross stitch. Who knows? It's PSR first night. It's going to be great. Alright people. I will catch you tomorrow. Peace out. Hello FlossTube. It is Thursday, September the 13th. There is a hurricane rolling into North Carolina. This is why I live with air hurts my face in January. 3 days worth of rain. Or no, 8 months worth of rain in 3 days. That's what I just heard. I am literally there. I'm watching it on my laptop. I'm watching CNN on my laptop. I'm sorry if you don't like CNN. That's my preferred news source. Or my preferred, well, I wouldn't say overall news source. But anyways, it's the channel I like to watch for hurricane coverage particularly. Anyways, watching CNN on my laptop. The reporter, who is probably my height, she said she's about 6 foot tall, is standing in knee-deep water. And this is just the Outer Bands. It's going to be like 80 degrees here in Ohio, by the way, on Saturday. But come January, the air is going to hurt my face. So there's that. I suppose I could run from a hurricane. I don't know. I'm such a weather nerd. I'm a weather nerd. I'm a history nerd. And of course I'm a cross-stitch nerd. But like, weather, like, I'm fascinated learning how the weather works. I am. So, that's my little what's going on today thing. As I was getting ready to film, I realized you guys will be seeing this clip, this week's worth of clips, starting on the 19th. The 19th is Wednesday, I think. I could be wrong. And that following week, I will be in Pennsylvania for my, well, that following Wednesday, I will be in Pennsylvania. Our retreat starts 2 weeks from today. Which would be, hold please. So the retreat starts 2 weeks from today, which would be the 27th. So on the 26th, I'll be in Gettysburg. I'm hoping I get Wi-Fi while we're in Gettysburg to upload off of the laptop. If not, it will be when we get to the hotel Thursday for the retreat. I will be filming at the retreat. I've already told my friends that are hanging with me at the retreat. Guess what? And guess what? Some of you guys are watching this right now. You're on the hook. Sorry. You're on the hook. Alright. I am also a bad FlossTuber. So I signed up for a stitch along. I signed up for it Thursday or Friday before Labor Day. The window to get into the stitch along to get it for free closed on Labor Day. So please don't unsubscribe. Please don't delete me. By the time I would have been able to tell you guys, it would have been too late anyways. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm going to try to insert a picture here and show you what it is. Cross that worked. It is a Disney style by Creatively Crafting. If it worked, you will see those pictures. You'll see the pictures. They're stained glass style Disney characters. Now, here's the thing. You can still do this out. It is $100 for 21 characters, which, even if you're paying, isn't horrible, if you ask me. I mean, if you're gonna stitch more than half the characters, I'd just pay for the whole thing. Now, I think that picture included all of the ones that are included. I'll go through the list. The ones that are included in the 21 character package is Ariel, Jasmine, Tiana, Tiana's Princess and Foe, Merida, Brave, Rapunzel, Mulan, Alice, Alice from Wonderland, Alice. Who's gonna be stitching that? I know some people. Pocahontas, Cinderella, Aurora, aka Sleeping Beauty, Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty, Belle, hello, Beast, hello, Anna and Elsa from Frozen, Tinkerbell and Peter Pan, Jack and Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas, and then Snow White and the Evil Queen. Those are the ones that are included with the 21 character Sal package. So, those are the ones that I got for free. So, I still haven't figured out what the deal is with looking at the camera and getting it to look like I'm looking at you. Okay, I digress. So, $100 gets you those 21 characters. If you are going to stitch more than half of those characters, why not buy the whole thing, right? I mean, at $10 a piece, what? You hit 10 characters, that's... Yeah, $10 a piece, you hit 10 characters, that's $100. Obviously, I joined because I saw Belle and Beast and was like, ooh, yes please. What I didn't realize when I joined was how big these things are. Okay. I'll get to that in a minute. We'll get to that in a moment. Now, because that's not all of the Disney characters, that's not even all the princesses. Might be all the princesses. Wow. Princess, Queen, and I don't know. Yeah, it's all the princesses. So, but there's characters that aren't princesses in with that package. I personally would stitch just the princesses if I were going to stitch all of them. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to stitch all of them. But anyways. Creatively Crafting is offering additional character panels. Giselle from the movie Enchanted, which is really cute. Kida from Atlantis. Esmeralda, Hunchback of Notre Dame. Ursula, Little Mermaid. Y'all know that, right? Meg from Hercules. Jessica Rabbit. Woody and Jessie from Toy Story. Aladdin. Mother Gothel. She's the bad guy in Tangled. Jane and Tarzan. I don't think Jane's an official Disney princess. Anyways. Quorra from Tron. I don't know that one. I should. Probably. Elastigirl from The Incredibles. I didn't know. Oh, they're Pixar. They're technically Disney. The Corpse Bride and Moana. So far. Now, Amanda, the gal that's designing the patterns for Creatively Crafting, has said that she may do a few more. She's got ideas. She's found a few more sort of the stained glass style. I really hope you don't hear the people outside screaming and yelling at each other, and I really hope they don't start cussing. Now, the patterns will be released 1 a month for the next 21 months. So that's almost 2 years of patterns, which is awesome. She sends you the shopping list the month prior to the release. So Tinkerbell is going to be released. Tinkerbell's the first one. Tinkerbell will be released on the 15th, which is Saturday. So wait a little bit longer into the video and you'll see what it's going to look like. It'll be in my hot little hand. So the shopping list for Tinkerbell has already been released. Some point this month, before the 15th of October, we'll get the shopping list for whoever is next. And she's going to release them at random. She's not entirely sure who she's going to release when. Here we are. Size. I did not realize when I said, "Ooh, I want to do that," how big these things were. It is 144 stitches across and 432 stitches tall. 432 stitches tall. People. 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 Now, there are some people who are opting to do this as one big giant piece. I don't know how you find a piece of fabric that big. I'm not going to be doing it as one big giant piece because I don't actually want to stitch all of the characters that are in the 21 pack, to be honest. I'm not. Now, I've seen Tinkerbell. I have seen the Tinkerbell mock-up, I guess you could say. It is like the full Tinkerbell. When I get the pattern, if hopefully it comes with a picture, I will print out I'll get it all printed out, and I will show you the pattern. I will show you the picture. It's like full Tinkerbell, head to toe. So, probably not going to stitch the whole long thing. Probably only going to stitch like maybe like a bust. I haven't decided. I think I have to get my hands on the patterns to figure out. And I know I don't want to stitch them all. Tinkerbell's kind of in a maybe category for me. But anyways. So that's where we're at. So that's going on. Also of note, with the stitch line, I forgot to mention this before I went to try subject top. That's why we're stopping. It's a full, it appears to be full coverage. So those 144 stitches wide, you're stitching all of them. Those 432 stitches down, you're stitching all of them. It appears to be full coverage. Now that being said, there's no half stitches, there's no back stitching, there's no French knots, there's no specialty stitches. It's all just full crosses. And obviously you can choose to do it 10 stitch if you want. Some people are talking about choosing to do it 10 stitch. I mean, you do you, boo. Right? Alright. Okay. Random number generator. My phone's acting up, so I need to get done. It pulled me Cinderella last night. Good news on the floss front. It shipped yesterday. So I shall get my floss Monday, which is a good thing. Because, isn't it beautiful? If I get this again this weekend, barring tomorrow, because I have plans tomorrow, I should be done with the black, or with the dark gray. Because I was able to get the rest of this part of the skirt done with the dark gray. Goodness. Excuse me. Drinking, popping, filming FlossTube doesn't always work. So, as you can see, there's definitely some better definition in her skirt fold from that thread. And sitting there stitching it last night, I'm like, does this even matter? Can you even see it? Because that's really... that sucks. The shading, back stitching, where you're like back stitching to make barely some little hint of shading definition, drives me cuckoo. But no, it really does come out. So I started to, on this side of her yellow skirt, dress part. So I have the yellow dress part to finish outlining, a couple of lines down on this side of the bottom of the skirt, and then the dark gray back stitching is all done. So it'll just be a matter of finishing the chronic in her skirt, the pumpkin. Well, nope, there's no dark gray in the pumpkin. The pumpkin and the pocket watch have the gold, and then there's beading on her skirt and beading on the pumpkin. Then it'll just be the beading, because there's a lot more beading going on than what I've got here. And let me tell you, I've had to put a couple back stitches around these beads. I ain't messing with trying to backstitch in between beading. Beading will wait till it's all done. So that's where we're at today. That's all I got for you today. You will find out that I make random accents. I do it a lot at work and my kids think it's hilarious. I don't think adults think it's so fun. But, alright. I promise I will find out for tomorrow's clip when the turkey, what's up with the turkey sow, because I do think there is a turkey sow. I will link the Creatively Crafting, I have to look, make sure I have the name right, page for the Disney sow info for you below. And that is it for today. I'm gonna go random number generate my product for tonight. Right, time to randomly generate my project number. Number 4 again. Really, world? No, I'm kidding. Number 4 is my nativity. So we'll get some progress done on backstitching tonight. I will catch you guys all tomorrow. Bye. Hello, FlossTube. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. It is Friday, September 14th. Dates? We talked about this yesterday. What's going on is a lot of unprogress last night. It's gonna look like progress to you, but I promise you it's not progress. Little frustrated. So let's start with the unprogress, shall we? This was my stitch and pull last night. Where is he? That guy is what I'm working on. This project is not my friend. We're not friends. We're not friends. Okay. So, backstitching, I got the black that defines between the cape and the garments done. You can see some of it. You can see quite a bit of it, actually. And then I was up in here trying to backstitch up in here on his arm, and I was in the wrong spot, and it took me like way longer than necessary to figure out I was in the wrong spot. So I had to unstitch a whole bunch from up in here. So there would be more progress if it wasn't for that little boo-boo. Because I was doing good. I was on a roll. I was like, yeah. But this project is literally not my friend, because there's like one line in here that's black, one line in here that's 844, whatever that is. I think it's dark brown. There's so many different colors of backstitch. It's not my friend. It and I are not friends right now. So it went in timeout so I could film my Stitch With Me video, which you guys have already saw. scene. Whatever. And I gotta tell you, I said this on the video. I'm not super happy with my progress on this leaf. Look at the stitching on that. That looks like junk. That looks like hot garbage. That looks awful. Note to self. Dark fabric, dark thread, not good for a stitch with me. So this is probably all going to get ripped out and restitched when I pull this next. Hot garbage. Not happy with it. And then when I went to pull it out of the project bag, I pulled one of my needle minders off. I'm like, WTF. That's where I'm at right now. That's my progress. So, I made a comment. I don't know if it was on yesterday's clip or if it was during Stitch With Me. One of the FlossTubers that I watch, Christine at Stitch All the Things. Christine at Stitch All the Things, yeah. I think that's what it is. If I have your name wrong, I'm sorry. If I have your name wrong, correct me. She ordered Fancy Floss from, and I forget the name of the place. I forget the name of the eBay shop, but it was Fancy Floss. And she said it's like dirt cheap prices. It's like under $2 a skein for Weeks Dye Works and Crescent Color Works. And you can get silks for like $4.50. And it says you can pick your colors, but I'm not entirely sure how you pick your colors. I'm going to do a little more investigating because I have like no fancy flosses. Right? I don't. So I'm going to do a little more investigating and find out about this. Because I think it would be a good, as I support my LNS, but I think it would be a good investment to get a solid base. Because obviously, I don't have, I've only just started the whole fancy floss thing. You guys know that. So, I will report back to you after I do some investigating. I don't know if I'll get to it. I'm going to email the lady and be like, and ask her, hey, how does this work with picking your colors? Because it says you can pick your colors. How's that work? Because I'm curious. So, I did get some mail. I got Amazon mail. The first thing is not that spectacular for you guys. It's a grommet kit, so we can put our fancy dancy sign up. I'm going to make Joe take the hammer tomorrow and put my sign grommets in. Because we ain't got time tonight because we got movie night down at the church. That's it. Holy crap on a cracker. Okay. Y'all gonna laugh at me. I think at one point I said those little coin needle threaders with the thin wire, I'll break those. I'll break those suckers so easy. I am not nice to them and I break them. And I'll lose them. Because that thin, whatever that stuff is, it's not magnetic. So it doesn't stick to my needle minder. So I like those steel ones that are like this. I bought a pack of 50 of them off of Amazon for like $5. Laugh at my ridiculousness. Caroline over at Off the Grid bought a pack of 1,000 bobbins off of Amazon. 1,000 bobbins. I was like, you are my next hero. But yeah, they're the steel ones. They've got the 2 separate hooks. They're the basic ones. Small hook, big hook. But these are my favorite. I love these. There's fancy smashy ones with all kinds of bells and whistles and lights and grips and these suckers. $5 for 50. And then I also bought beading needles. Sorry, glare. Beading needles, they have large eyes. You see the large eyes, and these are different. I mean, it doesn't matter. I only stitch on Ada, so it's not like I gotta go through. I can't get it open. These are different. We're opening it. Sorry. They're not sharp. Beading needles hurt. Y'all know. Y'all know. Look, they're not sharp. Oh, now you can't see it. Look, it's not sharp. But it's like twisted metal. It's like twisted. I wonder if those will stick to a needle minder. Yeah, they stick to the needle minder. Well, that's different. Now I have to get these back together. But I bought them because they have the large eye. They have the big eyes. And that's so much easier to thread than those little eye beading needles. But hey, no pokey pokey. Makes my life happy. That was a worthy $5 investment. So literally 10 bucks. The grommet kit cost me a little bit more. And then I got stamp mail. Do you like how I just throw the things I don't want? I'll pick that up later. I promise. My mother's watching. I'm not that messy. My mother's watching. My life will be ruined because I stitch on gifts for her that she's not supposed to know about. I bought the cross stitch Christmas stamps. So it tells you. Does it tell you? Yes, it does. Somewhere on here. Okay. See right there? No, you can't see because it's not focusing. Okay. So right here. Nope, it's not going to focus. It's not going to grab focus. So, on this, it tells you this is the first stamp you use, this is the second stamp you use, this is the third stamp you use. This is 1, 2, 3. So if they lay it out, make it super easy. That's what's really nice about Stampin' Up! Layering stamps. It's numbered, it's easy. Christmas. I bought, it's a braided linen. It is a braided linen, it's called braided linen trim. That didn't go very far. A braided linen. You can't see that. Well, anyways, it's linen and it's braided. I promise it is. That's a trim. That's trim for the cards. Paper. I ain't gonna bust that open. Most of you guys are like, eh, I don't care. And like, the best thing ever. This is the Stamp It Up. Take your pick tool. It's got a it's got an end that's got wax in it. Can't see that. To pick up things that are like sequins or dots. Really sequins or thick glitter that normally we'd use tweezers for. And it twists. And you've got this end that's got the flat paddle. The twist. So this is a die release. It's a two-sided die release. This is sharp. As I poke myself with it. And it's got a case for that end. And then it's got then that side, the die release side. Swap it out for embossing bits. Sucker's gonna save my card maker paper crafting life. Gonna save my paper craft. I will hand it to Stamp It Up. Stamp It Up makes a solid craft. They make solid. When they make a tool, it is a good tool. You know, sometimes you get these tools from other companies where it's like, this sucks. Or like with the embossers that, the embossing pens that Joe got me for our anniversary. Now, there are more sizes in that, but there's like 3 of them. This does multiple things. So I hand it to Stamp It Up for their product crafting, product making skills. Whatever. Alright, folks. Still at 14 minutes today. I'll put my stuff away, put my goodies away. And I need to go. I have some work to do before Joe gets off of work. We are going to movie night at the church tonight, so I may not get any stitching done tonight. I'm gonna try to go stitch when I get my market stuff organized, because I'm not cooking dinner. We're eating takeout, because that's just how I roll tonight. Okay, folks. Oh! Well, I don't have it put together yet, but I have a pencil case that I'm going to make into that I'm going to put my accessories in. I will show it to you on Monday when I get all of my accessories in it. I actually may make 2, possibly 3. I know I have 3 pairs of scissors. I technically have 4, but the one pair, I don't know what happened to them. They got rusted. They don't really work all that well. So I may actually end up making 3 if I find enough containers to put the stuff in. I'm going to make accessory bags with all of my accessories, my stitching accessories. So stay tuned for that on Monday. And by telling you it's going to be in Monday's clip, I have now given myself a deadline. Monday's clip is going to be possibly, this is probably going to be another 4-hour and 45-minute haul of a video. I am trying really hard to keep my videos short, because I know how difficult it is to keep up with all of the floss tubes that you want to watch when they're really long videos, because I'm behind. But Mom and I are going somewhere on Sunday. I will take pictures and I will share on Monday. So you guys get to wait like 30 seconds because I'm about to shut the camera off. You guys got like a minute wait, but I've got to wait all day tomorrow for my epic trip. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Okay, today's random number generator for what project I'm going to work on. 1 through 6. I'm not holding this phone very good today. Click the button. And we get 2 Life's Moments. Yeah. Me and my random accents, right? Alright, I'm going to pull that and I'm going to work on it. And it's Friday. So tomorrow's project will be included in the end of, well, I may put in a separation for it. I promise I won't cuss this week. No, I don't, because it may happen. Alright, guys. See you Monday. And y'all, it is Saturday morning. It's not raining. That's a plus. So let's see. Where's my mouse? Let's see what we're gonna do today. Number one is our favorite. 'Tis the season. Not gonna lie, probably gonna pull out what I stitched on it on Thursday. Alright, everybody, have a no pull tomorrow because it's Sunday and we're doing Santa Sunday. And I will be off doing things with my mother, so I'll either be working on ornament or one of my travel pieces. Alright, so Monday update coming up next. Hello, FlossTube. Happy Monday. I don't know why I say hello every time. Well, whatever. I'm gonna say hello every clip. Sorry if that bothers some people. Happy Monday. I feel a little crazy today. One of my kids just like literally wanted to fight he is like 9 months old. Not even 9 months old. Just, it was like, didn't want a nap, didn't want a bottle, but he was super tired and starving hungry, and whew, it was morning. It was morning. So, alright, so Friday's clip that you guys just watched, I told you, I put in a little blip in there about the Disney Sal, because when I was reading you the information, I told you a couple wrong prices, and I want to correct it, and I just cut out, excuse me, I just cut out what I had wrong, because I don't need to go back, I don't need to be like, no, that's wrong. Anyways, so if you do the stitch along, if you buy the stitch along, and Tinkerbell got released to us on Saturday. If you buy the stitch along, it's $100 for 21 patterns. Hang on, gotta adjust my camera just a touch. It's $100 for 21 patterns. The patterns are $15 each if you don't do the stitch along. And I'm fairly certain if you do the stitch along, the added patterns that are not in the 21 stitch along patterns are $10 each. Normal price $15. So you got that. You can join. She said you can join the stitch along at any time. So I will link Creatively Crafting below, and with that I will list the 21 characters again that are part of the Sal, and then the extras. So we did get Tinkerbell on Saturday, like I just said. I did not, there was not a picture, excuse me. That was kind of like, bleh. There was not a picture included with the pattern, like there wasn't a picture, mock-up picture. So I'm going to insert it here. And as you can see, it is full, like it's full Tinkerbell. Like it's full. It's all of Tinkerbell. At the feet, as you can see. So, and they're all pretty much like that. She has released quite a few of the extra patterns as far as available for purchase. And they all are pretty much full body. Or 3/4, you know, of the character's body. So obviously, I'm not going to stitch the whole thing. You know, yeah, I know Tinkerbell. We all know Tinkerbell's got the cute little. It's not. Well, anyways, not my choice. We'll put it that way. I don't know. Tinkerbell's kind of one of those. I do kind of want to stitch her, but I don't know if I'm ever going to get to her. I haven't decided how I'm going to do it yet. And it is full coverage, so the background, I'm thinking on the right colored fabric, you could totally take out, and you wouldn't have to stitch the background. That's what I'm thinking. So, she also let us know that on the 1st of October, we will get who is October's release. So I'll keep you updated. So we got that going. October 1st starts hashtag Turkey Sow. That's what it is. I finally caught up on my FlossTube enough that I got through Bendy Stitchy's video where she talked about it. Totally doing that because I have Mr. and Mrs. Delicious. I am getting together the colors that I need for it. It's called the Little Thread Shop. The user is Michigan Doctors. The Little Thread Shop is the eBay store. I'll link it, but at this point I haven't ordered from her yet. I think it's her. Yeah, it's her. I emailed her. And yeah, you can order from her, and you can order bundles of different specialty threads, overdyed threads. She has silks too, and there's a couple different sizes you can get. So I'm gonna order from her because it would make, I know the Gentle Art sampler threads, it would make it like $1.94 a skein. So I'm gonna order from her since I have a pretty big pack of threads that I want. I will report back to you on how that works out. I think just because I don't have any overdyed threads, it would be a good option if it works out well. I know Christine over at Stitch All the Things ordered from her over the summer, and it was fabulous. She had one that was back ordered, but as soon as she got it, it was sent. So I'm gonna try it. I had to do something because I do want some specialty overdyed threads, and you can get silks on there too, for like half price. Yeah, I'm about that. Not that I don't want to buy stuff for my LNS, because I love my LNS, and I do want to buy stuff for my LNS, but I don't have any overdyed threads. So, and I have several things that I want to stitch for Mania in particular, or, you know, I have my binder of things that I want to stitch, get to at or before Mania. The school is getting out. The schools are letting out the big kids schools, so high school, junior high. Kids are getting out, so there's some noise outside. Sorry. Someday it won't be hot as Hades. At least it's not raining and we're not flooding. I think it's still raining in North Carolina. I think it is still raining in North Carolina. Those poor people. Those poor people. But anyways, so I have my binder of things that I want to start sooner rather than later. And who was it that was talking about that? I don't know. Somebody I was watching a couple days ago. Maybe it was last week. Somebody I was watching was talking about the patterns that they want to start sooner rather than later. You know, the things that they want to get stitched, you know, as far as that. So I do have my list, my pile of things that I want to start sooner rather than later. And pretty much that's going to be the Mania binder. Whatever I don't get started by Mania, it'll all go into a pot. It'll all go into a... I'll probably just number them and use random number generator to just pick what I'm going to work on. I think that'll be fun. And then I will be like everybody else with all of these whips, and I'll have lots of choices when I go back to, because I really am having fun doing the random number generator thing too. That's kind of fun. So those are the plans in brief overview of what's going on and what I'm doing. So Mr. and Mrs. Delicious Turkey Sow. It's hashtag Turkey Sow. And Bendy doesn't have a Facebook group or anything like that special for it. It's just a hashtag on Instagram that everybody's doing. but it'll be fun. Excuse me. That was a really violent hiccup. Also, I have notes. Also on October 1st, Buckeye Stitcher, Nicole Buckeye Stitcher, I had to think of what her first name is. Nicole Buckeye Stitcher and, I forget who the other person is. Oh god, now I don't remember. That's where I'm at today. And of course I didn't write it down. But they're doing hashtag Hedgehog Sal. So, and Hedgehog Sal is anything hedgehog. Turkey Sal is anything turkey. It's going to be all kinds of fun. Alright. We're going to do I got mail. I got mail yesterday. Or not yesterday. Yesterday was Sunday, dummy. You got mail Saturday. Because it was actually delivered on Saturday. I wasn't home when it was delivered. And I didn't know it was delivered. So it sat out on my porch until Sunday. Oops. So, but it is finally here. My thread for Cinderella is finally here. I can finish Cinderella now. That makes me happy. That makes me very happy. And because, you know, I'm not going to pay to ship just a small piece of thread. Like, nothing travels alone from 123 Stitch or anywhere on the internet. Unless it's Amazon. I will ship $2 things Amazon Prime by themselves because I don't have to pay for shipping. But I'm not paying for Kreinik from the internet and pay just as much as the Kreinik to ship it. So I got a big old piece of Ada. 14 count. It's DesignWorks. It's from DesignWorks. So I'm pretty sure it'll be, I mean, they use nice Ada. I don't have a problem with Ada. Apparently some people can tell if it's cheap. And some people need to take a chill pill. But anyways, DesignWorks, Ada. 14 count. It is 60 inches by 1 yard. 60 inches. So the reason I bought this is because of Main Street. I needed a wide piece of fabric, and I didn't have any wide enough. So there we go. Also in the mail today. I didn't open it yet. Paper Pumpkin came. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I'm gonna be super thrilled with this month's because I think it's treat bags from what I can gather off of the internets. The internets. That's how I talk. But you know, hey, if I had kids, it would be treat bags. I actually may put some make some of these, put some of these together and send them and give them to my baby's parents as like a treat from their kiddos. Because, you know, that's the kind of teacher I am, and I think that would be super cute. Super cute. That was the mail for today. That was the mail. I didn't want that bag yet. I have too many bags. I need to clean. Oh, geez, let's just shake the world up. I need to get some cleaning done. Trying to get my whip bag. I know I should have had it out. I'm bad FlossTuber. So Friday's work was on Life's Moments by DesignWorks. I'm really loving this project because it just super quick. What I've done so far quick is stitching up really quite easy. I'm thinking once I get in here, this box maybe not so much. because it's going to be it's going to be challenging. But, you know, this box stitched up super easy. This is going super quick too. I didn't even have that much stitching time on Friday. Like, excuse me. I didn't. We had movie night at our church, and so we were pretty busy all night. So I didn't have a whole lot of stitching time on Friday. And if you don't remember, which, by the way, I'm a dork. I deleted all of the pictures of where I was last week on my projects. So you know how I've been doing the picture progress, you know, take a picture, and then on Tuesday I'll take a picture? Yeah, I deleted all of my pictures from last Tuesday. So that won't be in this week's clip. I will attempt to remember to take them and not delete them. I was deleting some things off of my computer because my next big purchase is going to be my next expensive purchase is going to be a external hard drive. But anyways, so I do not have, so I had to about there on the F done. So I got all of the F done. The F's finished, and I started on the E. And this was maybe an hour of stitching on Friday night. Maybe. I know. It's stitching up super fast. And I know. There's people who would, like, have this done by now with that much stitching time. I'm not one of them. I'm doing what I can. When I can. But it's stitching super nice. So maybe I'll have it done by Christmas for my mommy. That'd be good, because I don't know, I met my parents for Christmas. I won Christmas last year for the next couple of years with the gift I gave my parents. I gave them a fire starter billows thing. It's battery operated. So all my dad's got to do is push a button, and it'll blow air to start his fire, and then fire log grippers. You would have thought I gave the man $1 million. He loved it. So, and then I put the pattern away, or the picture. I put the picture away. Ooh, I should have taken this apart. Did you hear that? I should have taken the picture. I put the picture away. But you guys know Saturday was 'tis the season. You guys know what it's gonna look like, because everybody's doing it. So I pulled out and restitched this leaf that I was not happy with for my Stitch With Me video, which I didn't even post my Stitch With Me video because it was so jumpy and scattery. It was so jumpy because I was having problems filming, and I wasn't happy with my stitching. So we did that, and then scroll, power, and then I did this part from here over on the branch. So put my scroll frame back together. I have to fix this. This is supposed to be attached to this, like this one is. It's not. It's not attached right, so we gotta fix that. But I will say, my DIY, mine and hubby's DIY scroll frames are working out fabulous. I really am enjoying having it. Definitely was worth it. So then, alright. My friend just messaged me on Facebook because I have something very exciting to tell her, and I can't tell you yet. I can't tell you guys yet. But I'm super excited. I cannot wait to be able to tell you guys. I'm so excited. Alright. Yesterday was hashtag Santa Sunday. Again, I forgot to hashtag Santa Sunday. Jeez. What do you do with me? Feeling today. So yesterday was Santa Sunday. Hashtag Santa Sunday. I'm working on Snowbirds by Country Cottage Needleworks. My green doesn't look like that. I have to look at my colors. Maybe it does and I'm not paying attention. Snowbirds by Country Cottage Needlework. And like you'll see, I have two things on this piece of fabric. See that awful fold job there? Oh my god. Ah, that was great. That was great. So this is where I got... Oh! I forgot. I have to go grab my bag. I will pause the video in a moment. This is going to be another epic long clip. I'm already at 17 minutes. So, I did not get much work done yesterday because Mom and I went to Yankee Peddler. Yankee Peddler is a craft festival. It's a craft festival. It's in Canal Fulton, Ohio, which is like an hour from here. And they sell all handmade goods. No direct sales. Not that I have a problem. Not that I have anything against my direct sales. It's just this. I don't. But it's all handmade goods. There's no direct sales. And I forgot the crap that I bought in the other room. I'll go grab it in a second. I made my bag of accessories, I guess you could say. I've got my beeswax, my scissors, my highlighter, an extra needle minder, and a needle threader. So that's in my bag of accessories. Those are the things that I use when I stitch. And now, if you will hold please, I will go get my stuff from Yankee Peddler. Okay. Thank you for holding. Not that you guys had to hold all that long, really. So, Yankee Peddler, it's all handcrafted items. So, that's really cool. I really like it. So the first thing I got is a cutting board. It's probably going to be used more for serving than cutting because obviously it's an odd shape. It's kind of an oblong shape. But like, I had to get this. Look at this gorgeous edge. It's got some dirt on it. You know, it's outside. Yankee Peddler's outside. Yankee Peddler's outside. It's a outside market thing. But some gorgeous wood grain. This is what sold me. I was like, I love this. I love it. This. You're like, yeah, regular wooden utensil. Oh no. It's angled. See how it's angled? See how it's got that nice angle to it? See? It's got an angle. It is a lefty spatula. It's for a lefty. I got a big one. I got a wide one last year. So I got a skinnier one this year for a couple other things. It's for a lefty. I love it. They make several lefty items. Eventually I will have a nice lovely set of lefties wooden spoons. I still rock the decorative scrunchies. Judge me. Go ahead, because I'm going to do it anyways. So we got a scrunchie. And then these really cool things. So it's kitchen towel on each end. See, kitchen towels. And then there's a piece of fabric. and you wear it around your neck. And you always got a towel on your hands. So I got this pretty one with yellow flowers, yellow, black, and white flowers, and then because I'm a Cleveland girl, I'm a baseball girl, I got the Indians. Mom's like, I don't see a hockey one. I said, that's okay, I'll take Indians. Not many people hockey. So that's what I got from Yankee Peddler. And thus will end my probably going to be 20-minute long clip today. It's going to be another marathon video. My apologies. Alright guys, I will see you tomorrow. It's a random number generator clip with the lovely neighborhood dogs barking in the background. Monday's lovely random number generator clip, because let me tell you how hard it was last night while I was editing to remember what day went with what. So today we get 4, which is the nativity, more blasted backstitching. Alright, take it out of my bag, and I will see you all tomorrow, Tuesday. Hello, FlossTube. Today is Tuesday, September 18th. This is the last clip of the weekly vlog. I need to film this clip, get it put on my computer, get it edited together, render the video, and start the upload because I have just stitching tonight, Tuesday night stitching. I had to come home from work and take a shower. I work with babies. Spit happens. Spit up happens. Good thing you're cute, kid. Good thing you're cute. So I don't know if it was the beginning of this week or if it was the end of last week's vlogs that I made the mention that I'm going on vacation next week. So next week's video should just be regular clips. Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to be in Gettysburg. So this time next week, I'll be in Gettysburg. Tuesday, Wednesday, we will be in Gettysburg. Thursday, we're driving up to Harrisburg for a cross-stitch retreat. And I say we. Joe is going with me. Hubby's going with me. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is cross-stitch retreat. Well, the retreat really officially wraps up on Saturday. Sunday's kind of, you know, for everybody, excuse me, who, you know, maybe leaving a little bit later in the morning, catching a later flight, sort of thing. And I have the sniffles right now. Anyways, so Wednesday we will be in Gettysburg. Wednesday is my normal upload day. Between my computer being difficult rendering and YouTube being difficult uploading, Thursdays have been one of my videos by the time my video hits. Anyways, I'm really hoping this week we get it up on Wednesday. Next week, I make no guarantees, just so you know. Looks like I'm wearing the same shirt. I'm not. I know I'm not. Because this is not the shirt I wore to work today. Anyways. I was looking at screen grabs on my computer. So, there will be clips from the retreat. No promises on how long that video is going to be. I am really hoping I can start shortening up my videos. I seem to talk a lot. Anyways, we're going to get this done today. Because, like I said, I need to come home and take a shower. I'm running way behind today. I need to get some work done with the slope business. Because tonight we are having just stitchings, Tuesday night stitching night. And I really want to go. There was something else I was going to tell you. Now I don't remember. Oh, I remember what it was. Somebody asked, so when I showed everybody my precious moments from Labor Day, somebody asked about seeing all of my Santas and my precious moments. I promise I'm getting to it. I promise. I was hoping to have it up this weekend. Something glitched out with putting the video together. I'm probably just going to take pictures and put it in as a slideshow. Because that would be a little easier for me. So, I'm getting to it, I promise. So last night's stitching poll was the nativity set. This thing is the bane of my existence. This guy right here is the bane of my existence. Like, seriously, if he wasn't part of a larger set, I would probably be, like, not finishing this. Really. Oh, yeah. Really. Here's last night's progress. So, I finished all of the black back stitching, and you can see most of it. There's a couple of spots you can't see because it goes up against black stitching. That's fine, because the other side of the stitching is not black. So you want that definition. But let me tell you something. It's not just black on here. It's 310 black and 884. I don't know what the color is called. It's a dark gray. See this by his face? That's dark gray. And I bet you can't tell. See, it's not even coming up close. There's detail on his head, on his hat, on his head, on his hat. You can't see it for Nikes. Why? Why, Jalen? Why? His canister. He is clearly presenting one of the incense. Frankincense and myrrh were incense. So the three wise men took Jesus gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Frankincense and myrrh are incense. He's got one of them. But anyways, this back stitching is a dome. I literally wanted to cry last night. I was so frustrated. By the time I sat down to stitch last night, I was tired. By the time I was done stitching last night, I was wide the F awake because I was so frustrated. Somewhere in here, and I realized the other day, I was like, I think these are in a box somewhere. They're not. It's the finishes for the parts that I have done. So, really quickly, I have the sheep all done. I have Mr. Donkey done. I have the moo cow done. I have the shepherd boy with his sheep done, and obviously these need pressed before I finish them off, but you know, we'll get there. And I have the camel done. And when I was stitching the camel, I was taking this to and from work, and there were tons of jokes. Tons of jokes. So, and the kit also came with a big piece of felt for the backing. So all I gotta do is find stuffing. And I know, sawdust, walnut shells. I would have to find those. I will find them. Let's be real, it's gonna take me a while to finish this. That's all I got for you today. Really, short clip. So, we're gonna go film my number for today. Here we are. 1 to 6. Random number generator. Says today we're working on number 6. Number 6 is my flower clock. Yay! So, I'm going to take that out, get it set up to take with me to Just Stitching night tonight. And this is the end of the weekly vlog. So I'm going to tell you guys, have a great week. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Comment below. Ooh, my finger is really close. Comment below. That looks really creepy. Or you can contact me on the various links below. Feel free to please subscribe, like the video, and share with your friends. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.